God showed me a birthday party, dessert, and Dwayne Johnson. There's a blessing for you, there's a warning, and there's an opportunity. Take these seriously, okay? You didn't stumble upon this video by accident. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Ivaldi. I just help you here grow with God, with Jesus Christ. If this interests you, I suggest you subscribe on this channel because it's exactly for you. Let's get into the dream. And by the way, you got to listen to all the parts of the dream so that you know which one is exactly for you and you know what to do based on that. I'm also going to give you actions, steps, and also Bible verses that have to do with this. Listen carefully. So, at first I saw a man, which can represent you, whether you're a man or woman. So you at a girl cousin's birthday party. So the cousin that was a girl, it was her birthday party. And he receives from her a nice beige jacket for himself and his brother. He tries to get a dessert, kind of a dessert or cocktail that was appealing, very good. And then he goes to actually take it. But the good part of it, the good thing that he really wanted about it, was not available anymore. So the jacket can symbolize blessings, preparation, and alignment. Gifts that fit your purpose and identity. It was a really well-fitted jacket. Like it was nice. The dessert cocktail not being available anymore maybe reflect missed opportunities or timing not aligning perfectly. It suggests that maybe you need to be patient and trusting God's timing for the enjoyment or the reward that you want to get, right? Because also, I just remembered this right now. It was not time for dessert yet. He wanted to eat the dessert before everyone else, right? So he saw him and somehow it was no longer available anymore. Either it was too late or it was too early. So either he was like, the timing was off, right? He was like, I want the dessert right now, or maybe everyone like ate it already and it was too late. So, Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, to everything there is a season, a time, and a time, to every purpose under heaven. James 1:17, every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, right? So, what you must do is appreciate the blessing that you already have. This man just received a new jacket and he was looking for the dessert, right? Be grateful for what you received already. And trust timing, right? Don't stress over missed opportunities. They may not be meant for you now, or maybe it's just your flesh. Because I remember this man, and it's kind of like me, it just was really attracted to dessert, right? The dessert seemed appealing. I was like, I want this dessert. But is it your flesh or is it your spirit? And the second part of the dream. So, the man is at church, and one uncle is disrespectful toward the way they have the sermon or the mass, and to the liturgy, right? And the man feels obligated to help, but doesn't want to. And he steps up. Later, he addresses, I think there was something about the brother. Yeah, I forgot to write this down. There was something about the brother. There was the brother that was supposed to do something, that the uncle asked the brother to do something, and he didn't want to do it, right? And so then the man did this instead of him, even though he didn't want to as well, but he did it instead of him. And he stepped up. And later, he switched places there, and so he was aside a girl that was with her headphone on, and she was kind of dancing. And it's like really clear right now in my mind. And so then the man was like, this is disrespectful. This is like, you cannot do this, like we're at church right now. You cannot like just have music and whatever. And she was kind of like, black hair, very, very pale, and maybe tattoos, or kind of, you get the point, like kind of like a woke kind of person. And she was like dancing and stuff. And so the man's like, just like, can you just like stop dancing. You got to listen to this. Like, this is kind of like, you shouldn't do that, right? And so she takes off her headphones, and then the music is like too loud, and we hear the music now, and it's kind of silence at this point, and so this is the worst. It's like, I didn't expect that. So then he says, like, could you just reduce the music as well? And this felt like it was a little asking too much, but it was necessary. And so this could mean that you're stepping up, right? Stepping up, and this shows responsibility, moral courage, and leadership, even when others fail, because he was stepping up instead of the brother. And controlling the music symbolizes guiding others toward respect, order, and alignment with higher standards. Even though sometimes it may feel like uncomfortable, he just still did it. He was like, oh, I don't want to ask her again to do something, but it's like, what am I going to do? Like, let the music like that? She's just beside me. I got to tell her, right? So he told her. In 1 Corinthians 14:40, it says, let all things be done decently and in order. Proverbs 31:8-9 says, speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. And this was basically the brother was not able to say no to the uncle. And so the man kind of spoke up and kind of like took responsibility for what he needed to do instead of him. He was also speaking up maybe instead of the other people that were bothered by this girl dancing and having the loud music on, right? So be proactive in situations requiring moral courage or leadership. It's your role. You can be a leader in every situation in your life, right? And gently guide others toward the right behavior without anger. Just like, okay, so this is the way to do it. Have love, right? Love them and show them the way. And the third part of the dream, there was the man that was like walking down the street and kind of aside from his cousin's place, and he saw Dwayne Johnson doing like just running a little bit, kind of like slowly, and bending his knees a little too much. And he had a knee problem. And so he speaks to him, and he mentions a dream where he transformed into jelly. So Dwayne Johnson, or maybe just his legs, transformed into jelly. This was the dream of the person I saw, right? And he was saying that to Dwayne Johnson. But maybe he just wanted friendship or connection, but he actually had this dream. Now, seeing a celebrity represents influence, aspiration, or the desire for mentorship and learning. And the knee problem may symbolize a vulnerability or challenge in someone admired. And the dream of transforming into jelly could reflect uncertainty or adaptation. Like jelly is like kind of like it adapts to its environment. It's like kind of like flexible, kind of like, you know, how it is. And this may be needed in relationships or opportunities. Now, in Proverbs 13:20, it says, he that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. 1 Thessalonians 5:11, therefore encourage one another and build one another up even as ye do. So maybe you need to seek mentorship or positive influence from those you respect, and at the same time you will help them, right? Or maybe it's the reverse. You're someone that has a certain authority, you're someone that is respected in a certain field, and you need to let people that you might not necessarily like, you may be like at a high level and they may be like at a lower level in your life, but they have something else they can bring to you. And it works both ways, right? And and be adaptable in relationship and opportunities while staying true to your principles, right? So this man was not like going there and asking this person like just to like force something. He was just like saying, hey, I had this dream. And then Dwayne Johnson actually found it like interesting. He was like, huh, right? And this could like be useful to him, to listen to him, to the man. So here are some action steps to do based on this dream. Before I give them to you, if you like this video, if it spoke to you in some ways, if it just spoke to you in some way, like and subscribe to not miss the next ones. And if you feel led to give to this ministry, it helps tremendously. There's a link in the bio of the channel comment section to give to it. Thank you so much. It helps tremendously. Maybe there's a Patreon link or something that I, just to give monthly. This is what would really, really help, so that I can have like some stability to be able to know what I can do with this, like with this money, right? To like invest back in the channel, because everything is just like for God's glory. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next one. God bless you.